Hello, I'm popping up everywhere today. I did a Facebook Live this morning and now I'm here doing my live here. I got a new chair. Look at that. I got a new chair. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy about that. I can spin around and I can move back and forth. I'm on wheels now. And it's very comfortable. So I got my new chair. And yeah. So how's everybody doing today? Welcome, everybody. Hello. Sending everybody out some really awesome, cool vibes today. We have the moon going void off course. The moon will be going into Pisces later on this evening. And it's going to be off, until it does, it's going to be off course for a while. Meaning that when the moon is off course, that means don't really try and push things. Don't start anything brand new. It's time to really sort of get hunkered down and get whatever you need to get done. Where's my coffee? My coffee's right here, baby. There's my coffee. There you go. Broomsticks right on coffee. I have my coffee. I've been up since 5 this morning. So this is my second cup of coffee that I've had. I have my coffee in the morning when I get up, and then do our morning meditation and prayers with the girls, and then off I go to get to get my Starbucks coffee. Yeah. So it's with the astrology and with everything coming in, I know it's intense. I know there's a lot of intensity that's coming forth, and change and transformation is coming in intensely with everything. But one of the energies that kept coming in, and I got a confirmation as I was watching one of the podcasts that I watch with some beautiful women, and they were talking about Our Lady of Guadalupe, and I kept on getting Our Lady of Fatima coming into me, because I really, with the energies of Our Lady of Fatima, is bringing in the rosary, bringing in the prayer, bringing in that energy of the divine and of that divine feminine. And the beautiful thing is that, with the divine feminine and with the divine mother, she has the crown. She has a crown of stars that are around her. Our Lady of Guadalupe has on her beautiful gown is an 8-pointed star too. And so I started to think about this, because this divine energy and our Lady has been with me since I was wee little, and the energies of her, and I remember vivid dreams of her being with me and watching over me and guiding me with many things that I would do. And the prayer too of the Hail Mary is a very strong, vibrant prayer. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. It's blessing that. It's blessing our fruit. It's blessing that energy. And one of the things, when I go back to Our Lady of Fatima, because there were things that she said and was prophecies that came with her too, right? And the prophecies that came about with Our Lady of Fatima were about prayer and how strong prayer is. And prayer is a very powerful thing. And how over the years, prayer has been taken out of our schools. I mean, it's been taken out of, in saying it, if you say things to people, because they're going to get offended. So a lot to do with prayer has been taken out. So talking about prayer, talking about God, talking about Jesus, talking about, that has been taken out. And I feel in taking that out is really brought us to a point of where we're feeling that negativity, or that rise of the darkness coming in. And this is where this divineness, this energy of the feminine needs to come back out. coming in. And I mean, even in my placeholders, I mean, I have these beautiful placeholders that, and because the Divine Mother is always with, I love the energy of the Divine Mother. She's a statue on my altar over here. She's very prominent between her and Mary Magdalene. Their energy is very strong with me, and I love working with them because Mother Mary is the Queen of Angels. I mean, that's what she's called. She's called the Queen of Angels. So she oversees this whole energy of angels and bringing in this divineness and this divine energy of angels is very powerful. And this is where I feel like, and especially with the energies of the astrology, of coming back into that enlightenment of the divine and of the divine feminine, bringing that energy back. And the beautiful thing is that there's such symbolism, not only with her, but if we go into the symbolism of Lakshmi, the Hindi goddess, the goddess of bringing in prosperity, she also has an 8-pointed star, right? So we have this energy of bringing in the eight forms of wealth, and then we have the Egyptian, where they're the 8 deities, right? Coming in of both the masculine and of the feminine, and the feminine being the strong point of the masculine. And also within our current times, bringing that feminine or that divine energy in. The 8-pointed star is a very powerful star. It's coming in, it's bringing in all the directions. It is anchoring and helping us to anchor this light into this world. And that's what we have to start doing, anchoring our light into this world. And then we have the Sumerian divine goddess, Inanna. And Inanna is one of these goddesses that went to the bowels of hell, that opened the gates, open these gates, right? For us to have the light, for us to be and able to be in that divineness. And Mary Magdalene has lineage to that, So we have this power that's here for us right now, that's coming in, that for whatever reason, we've been told not to talk about it or not to tap, not to, don't infringe on somebody's rights. Don't talk about this, right? We don't want to offend anybody. And I'm just like, nah. We got to start looking at this, because the 10 of Cups came in. I did a second reading this morning, and the 10 of Cups came in, and the Wheel of Fortune, which is 10. So double 10s, but this one is reversed. And the 10 of Cups is like, if you want to make the changes with how you want family and how you want your connections, it's very important for us to come in and come down and really anchor our light into this world. And part of that light is the divine feminine. And not to dismiss it. Not to dismiss this energy, because it's very powerful. When you start working with this divine feminine energy and start bringing in the divine energies, the power that is there, it is unbelievable. It is just that, it's just beautiful. And when I started working a lot more with the feminine energy, what started to come in was the female archangels, and beginning to work with the divine female archangels. And in working with them, finding that they are this feminine part of the masculine. That this feminine part of the masculine was very strong and passionate, and it brings in things like our purity, our alchemy, our grace, our clarity, our charity. It brings in our mercy, our sexuality. This brings in so much of money, and you know, how we can bring in that energy to bring forth the goodness of it all. However, the money is going to be formed. And when I look into, when, you know, the energies of them, where we have the Archangel Chamuel, and the feminine energy of Archangel Chamuel is the angel Charity. And that's bringing in the higher heart, that's bringing in the fifth chamber, opening our hearts, opening this energy to us. And overseeing this energy is our Divine Mother Mary. I mean, being the Queen of Angels, bringing in this energy, wanting us to bring in every breath and allowing ourselves to bring in this breath of love and bring this breath of flow and allowing for this flow to come in. And that's where the Divine Feminine comes in. And of course, I can't leave out the goddess Hecate, who's coming in very strongly for this year, who works with the crossroads, right? She works with the changes and the transformation, and she works in with this protection, and she's bringing in this overall protection of saying that I want to protect you with your divinations. I want to protect you with whatever you're doing, however you're doing your divinations, however you're creating, whether, you know, whatever alchemy that you're using. She comes in and she wants to bring in that protection and help to empower us more. For there is such a great evil rising up right now within our world that we have to know that there's such a great energy of light that rises up and coming forward with us. And it's important for us to embrace that light, embrace those different levels. It is so important for us to do this, right? And if we're not embracing that divineness, that divine feminine, that divine light, we falter, we feel out of sorts. And that's one of the things that I, you know, for myself, I've been like, okay, I have to get back into this, you know, really pulling into this light, pulling into this divineness. And with this moon void off course is allowing us to come back in to that quiet, come back into this void. And the void is the mother. The void is the womb. You know, it is coming in and blessing that womb, blessing that void in order for us to come in and take comfort and allowing us to come forth and be able to bring in our freedom, bring in our freedom of our throat chakra, boosting this area right in here from the higher fifth chamber all the way up, you know, from our thymus into our throat, all the way up in here. This is like, you know, because we can get all clogged up, our sinuses, our throat, our nasal passages. We want to keep things clear. Being able to take that breath and allowing to take that breath is so important and empowering for us, right? That is where our essence is, and that's where we really have to step into. And it's work. It is a job we have to do. It is a job of connecting and strengthening our own vessel, strengthening this vessel so that when this energy comes down to us, we're able to move with this flow, move with this divine energy. And one of the beautiful, you know, when I see, you know, when I have gone into church and stuff, and when I see the statue of Our Lady, it is an overwhelming power that comes in. And it's a power of unconditional love that comes forth. And this unconditional love of saying, I love you. I love you for where you are right now. I love you for all what's in your knapsack. I love you for who you are. Now, if you think of that and we start stepping into that energy and into that devoutness of the divine feminine, because they're all there. They're all part of it, right? And it's funny when you go into the history and you go into the different goddesses and you see these similarities and you're just like, whoa, are they, you know, and you have a goddess over here and a goddess over here and you look at it and you're just like, wow, they're connected. They're connected. Just coming in with different versions or different tastes for us. And today I ask for all of you to call in that divine feminine energy. It is important. God can't work without the divine feminine. God cannot do anything without the mother. He needs that energy. You need that divine feminine. If you do not have that divine feminine, sorry guys, there ain't no babies, there ain't no birthing. When they come in and they try to say, no more male and no more female, that scares me. That scares me. When when I see when people say I don't identify with male and female, you have to. You have to. It doesn't matter. There's a female and male part of you within inside of you. Doesn't matter. Maybe you identify more with the male aspect or the female aspect. There's no neutrality. We are in a duality world. When people are trying to make us neutral, that's darkness. That's the darkness. Right? And we want to come in. And that's why, because when people come in and, I understand pan and I understand all of, with when people come in and they say, well, I'm a pan, I don't identify with male or female. Pan identified with male and female. Got to trust that. Right? Coming in and embracing all aspects of yourself is important. And it anchors that light and that magic into ourselves and brings in the miracles. We're heading into some heavier times this next couple weeks and bringing in that, bringing this in. And this is where we have to come into our soul star. And our soul star is with Archangel Zadkiel. And our Archangel Zadkiel with the Lady Purity is the violet ray, and coming into that and strengthening our boundaries, strengthening our energies is going to be where we have to pull in things that we can do to do that. Basil keeps coming in, so things to do with basil, sweet basil. Spruce, cedar, that comes in, that's really anchoring, that's filled. Spruce trees, the needles in spruce trees, they're filled with so much vitamins and antioxidants and things like that. So they have a lot of nutrients in them. So we want to bring in those nutrients. Bringing in things that are going to help your gut flora, your gut, helping in with your sacral, your solar plexus. So nutrients that are going to help you with kombucha, sauerkraut. So things that are fermented are really good. So these are things that we can start doing to really strengthening our immune system, strengthening our energy. When we start to do that, we're strengthening our body and our vessel. Bringing forth, and amber keeps coming back into me, which is a connection to the ancient ones. So having amber is a beautiful one. So having some amber, I'm usually wearing a amethyst. So amethyst is coming in, and the blue one, blue calcite. Is that blue calcite that you're showing me? Oh, So sorry. Lemurian. I think it's Lemurian. Yeah, because it has some white in it. So bringing in some beautiful stones in around you, or bracelets coming in. That I find is going to be very important for us. This is going to help us to anchor. This is going to help us to protect. Bringing in, and I love to sage. My daughter's boyfriend came up to me today and said, I need sage. And I'm like, cool, here you go. Right? You know, so wearing Lemurian is where what it comes down to. Like having Lemurian on you is big. And here's another beautiful one, and it's quite, and this is called Angelite. This is like a beautiful stone, and that's all natural. That's all in its rawness, and I love this one. I have two pieces there, and bringing in the Angelite. I have white too, so I have that. So bringing in this energy in and around you and anchoring the divine feminine down is so important. We need this. This is what this year is all about, is anchoring this light, anchoring this energy in. So the course that I have with the feminine angels is in February 19th, 20th, and 21st. And there's attunements for all the angels. So I have the attunements that will be happening for all of these over the course of the weekend. And working with the angels is it's a very pleasant, and it's very an easy, beautiful transformation. And then there's different meditations that we will be doing throughout the weekend and working with and getting to know the different angels. So we're going to be doing that and teaching you how to do a 30-day angel play. So we'll be working with that. And also we, let's see. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring in here. So we'll also be working with the magic of the unicorns and bringing in a lot of magic when it comes to the unicorns. And that one is in March. So, and bringing in the elemental realms of the fairies and the gnomes and the mermaids with that. So this is when we're coming in and we're anchoring this light down. And the more we anchor this light down, we connect to this energy that's going to bring in the guardian angels, bring in the different roles of them, bringing in our dragons for protection. So this year is really about anchoring and really bringing in a lot of this beautiful energies so that we are able to work in a lot of the negative energies that are coming in, a lot of the darkness that's coming in. And it feels like the darkness will encompass, but the light just kind of pushes it away. So the more we work with that, it just pushes that cloudiness, that darkness out, so that we can create a beautiful cocoon of angelic light and safety around us. And when we do that, we're allowing that whatever we do, that we're coming in and we're doing this with love and light. And it's amazing because it really changes your aura. And who notices this? First of all, children. Children notice it. And children are you'll find little ones are really drawn to you when you start invoking a lot of the angelic energies and the fairies and the unicorns, because they can see, they sense it, or some of them can see it, and they get, a lot of times I find when I'm out and about, and if there's little kids around, they've always been like they sort of start to stare at you and laugh, because it's like you have a lot of sparkle, right? Animals, dogs and stuff like that. Dogs especially. Cats are kind of like, oh, she thinks she's just so great, but she really isn't, because I'm still a god, don't you know? I'm a cat. So dogs usually know when they come up and they lean on you, or they become energy whores. So because they can sense that energy around you, and they can even hear it with you, hear it in your energy. So we bring in, we want to bring in more and more of this energy into the world. And especially when we find things are going to be changing on a dime, especially with that Uranus and Mars conjunction that's going to be coming up. That's going to like bring in some huge transitions that we have to be able to allow ourselves to be able to change. Not all of it is going to be the way that we want it. Hey, not all of it's going to be the way that we want it or the way that we think it should be. But knowing that we are continually doing this is going to bring us to a place of feeling aligned, feeling like we are igniting our blue flame, igniting that energy of who we are, and igniting that that healing that needs to happen. Sending you off so much love. Do have the spell casting class coming up at the end of the month. So if you're interested in that, each week is $25. So you can pick and choose or choose it all and just pay $25 a week for the spell casting class. So that's going to be coming out at the end of the month. I'm just finishing up my book for, what am I finishing up? just doing it now. I have to do some final touches on it, but it is my new moon workbook and my workbook for my new moon and full moon workbook for the full moon coming up at the end of the month, and the energies with Aquarius. So I have both of those are going to be up, and I'm be putting them up. So if you are wanting to work with the workbooks, absolutely fabulous workbooks for working with this energy that's coming in and bringing this, beautiful energy in and around us. So my loves, I want you to go forth, anchor that light into this world. It is so important. Bring in forth your beautiful star, because we all have this star, and that's what they're showing me. It just came to me, this beautiful 8-pointed star. Allow ourselves to come, to embrace this 8-pointed star. I see the Merkaba too. So the Merkaba is all there. The Merkaba is coming in and bringing in this transformation and change for us, and bringing this light forth into us and surrounding us into this light force, allowing ourselves to ignite in so many ways. It's a powerful time. It's a powerful time for us, powerful time. So sending you out with so much love. 6 is 9, right? 3 and 3 is 6. So 6 up, 6 down. 3 up, 3 down is the Merkaba, but it has other points in there. So sending you guys out with so much, because they're showing me the Merkaba right now. So much love, and bringing that love in and around you. So I call forth the Divine Mother Mary, Archangel Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel to come in and forth and surround you, all with love and light as you go forth into your day. Allow your light and your love to shine in all that you do and all that you say and all that you be. And know that as you walk forward, as you walk through, and they're showing me now, I got the Psalm, as you walk through this valley of darkness, that you are going to be walking through and no evil can harm you. So bringing forth the blessings of love and light to you all. Thank you for being a part of my day and a part of my community. And may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you, and all you say and all you be and all you do. Blessed be everybody. Thank you, and have a blessed day.